For autistic children and young people, everyday choices can be a source of great anxiety, and to cope with this, they often need to feel in control. Without this feeling of control, they can refuse to do things, even if it's something they really want to do. Parents may instinctively remove a child's choices in order to avoid situations which they know may trigger anxiety and meltdowns. However, we all have a need for autonomy, and finding a way to enable your child to make their own choices could really support their quality of life. As parents, it can feel upsetting as well as exhausting if your child is constantly trying to control the agenda and refusing to do things which appear fine for other children. Life can therefore be restrictive for autistic children and for their parents, unable to go into situations or attend events because they find them too overwhelming. As a parent to an autistic child, it can be very hard to recognize what genuine autonomy looks like. Is your child actually making free choices, or are they instead objecting and refusing activities due to anxiety? This is a subtle but important difference. Even if you think your child is always making the decisions, you might need to question their motivation in order to figure out how best to support them in making their choices. One top tip for supporting autonomy is not shooting their choices down. Wherever possible, you can try to affirm their decisions, even if those choices are unconventional. For example, what they wear or how they eat. Try to let go of your own expectations and ask yourself whether it really matters. If it isn't about their direct safety, a health issue, or well-being, you could be flexible, and this might help build their confidence in trusting their own choice-making. Praising successful use of these skills and reminding them how well they did in the past can help too. You could also try to give your child limited options, such as option A or option B, as this can be a really powerful tool for parents. It reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed by too many choices, and may also help the young people view a choice as less high stakes if they know there's a backup option if things aren't going to plan or anxiety creeps in. In the same way, it's always good not to overcomplicate their choices. Keep them simple. Instead of choosing between going to a playground or staying home with a movie, make the choice about what equipment to go on first at the playground. A trip to a toy shop, which parents may view as a treat to pick out a new toy, can be extremely stressful with so many toys to choose from. Instead, you could decide on the toy before you get there. And then the fun is in locating it in the shop and bringing it home. This action would support their autonomy. Of course, as a parent, you're going to disagree with some of your child's preferences or views. This is completely natural. But even when you do disagree, try to acknowledge what they're asserting. Listen to them and let them know that you understand their view. As your child grows, nurturing their ability to make free, autonomous choices is key to their psychological and emotional development. The best part is that not only will it improve their quality of life, but it can help ease some of your own parenting stress levels too.